Hello everyone, I'm Tatu Novyawati Zahwa, and today I will present you about what is C-test. So what is a C-test? A C-test is a type of language test that measures a learner's overall language proficiency, especially their ability to understand and produce connected text. It's a reduced version of a closed test. The difference is, instead of randomly deleting words in a C-test, the second half of every second word in a passage is deleted. For example, in above sentence, it's the version of the complete sentence, and in the C-test, it becomes lengua blank. Testing is im blank for the t blank and l blank. Test takers have to fill in the missing parts to make the sentence complete and meaningful. The background of the C-test. The C-test was developed in the early 1980s by Klein, Brawley, and Rath. They wanted a test that's short, reliable, and easy to score, but still measures general language competence, not just vocabulary or grammar in isolation. It's based on the reduced redundancy principle, meaning if you really understand a language, you can still make a sense of it even when parts are missing. How a C-test is constructed. Here's how you usually create a C-test step by step. Number 1. Choose short text around 100 or 150 words that is clear and coherent. Number 2. Keep the first sentence complete to give context. Number 3. Starting from the second sentence, delete the second half of every second word. Number 4. Make sure the deletions don't create weird or ambiguous words. Number 5. Test takers then have to fill in the missing parts. What does a C-test measure? A C-test is designed to measure general language proficiency that includes grammar, vocabulary, reading comprehension, and overall language processing ability. Because the blanks are spread across a connected text, it tests how well you understand language in context, not just isolated sentence. And here's are the advantages and disadvantages of the C-test. Advantages of the C-test. Reliable. Research shows high reliability and consistency. Efficient. Takes only a few minutes to do and to score. Easy to construct. No need to complex item writing. Integrative. Test over language ability, not just one skill. Objective scoring. Answers are either right or wrong. And the disadvantages of the C-test are less useful for specific skills like speaking or listening. May disadvantage beginners because they need enough vocabulary and grammar knowledge to guess correctly. Context heavy. If the passage is unfamiliar, it might affect result. Culture bias. Text choice can influence how easy or hard it is for certain groups. When it used. Placement tests. No groups students by proficiency level. Research studies. To measure language competence. Quick classroom assessment. They're especially popular in university or language school settings. Summary. In short, the C-test is a fast, practical, and reliable way to measure general language proficiency. It focuses on how well someone understands text in context, not just grammar or vocabulary in isolation. That's why it's still one of the most popular integrative language tests used in modern assessment. Move to the part 2. I have 3 exercises in C-test. The first one is reading comprehension in C-test. And here are the exercise. I will give you a few minutes to answer, and you can pause this video. Okay, if you're done answering the exercise, let's see the answer. And the answer is reading, understand, world, learn, different, and cultures. This one checks reading comprehension because the test taker needs to understand the whole meaning of the sentence to fill in the blanks correctly. If they don't understand what the text is talking about, they'll find it hard to guess the missing parts. Next one is grammar in C-test. So here's your exercise. And here's your answer. Been studying English 3 years. This one focuses more on grammar because the test taker must understand verb forms and tenses structure. Has been studying, present, perfect continuous. If they don't know the correct grammatical pattern, they can't fill it in properly. The last one is vocabulary in C-test. Here's your exercise. And here's your answer. Weather, very, unpredictable, during, rainy, season. This one tests vocabulary knowledge, especially word recognition and spelling. If a learner does not know the words unpredictable or season, it'll be difficult for them to complete it correctly. Okay, the explanation why I use C-test in the exercises because each of these examples present a different aspect of language ability. The first one checks comprehension through text, through context. The second checks grammar accuracy, and the third checks lexical knowledge or vocabulary range. That is why the C-test is considered integrative. It measures multiple aspects of language at once. Thank you for listening to me and my explanation, and see you next time.